Hey guys, welcome back. So we are continuing the Saturn in the Amazing series. We are going into the number ninth house. So let's talk about Saturn and let's talk about the ninth and let's see what are the synergies that it produces. Now the ninth is the house of great learnings, higher learnings. And Saturn, as you know, is a graha of acceptance, is a graha of wisdom and truth. It goes through a process where we understand the true nature of things, the root cause of everything, right? The clarity that it produces. The ninth, as I said earlier, is the house of higher learnings. Now it is called as Bhagya Sthana, right? The house of happiness, Bhagya, right? But then we call it, we associate it with higher learning. And that creates a picture, isn't it? Through knowledge we gain happiness, right? So the ninth is, remember, 5, 6, 7, 8 is where your soul is matured, right? It's molding to make your soul matured. Okay, you're in the process of learning something, but the actual learning derived from the ninth house, right? Whatever that we learn, or you can think of the other way around. If you can decipher or decode the ninth house, you can understand what are the problems in your life, right? Because through learnings, you can understand what problem it had in the first place. So it makes perfect sense there, all right? So the ninth is through difficult times, the eighth house. What are the learnings that you have gathered or understood? That's what it means. Okay, so what are the top 5 amazing things that you'd have when Saturn, that is a well dignified Saturn, position in the ninth house, the Bhagyasthana. Right? Number 1 is the lesson that money cannot buy everything. Yeah, money can buy some things, it can give you comforts of life, but it does not solve an actual problem. Okay, I'll give you an example here. Now you have a lot of money, you retired early, right? You spend your time with your wife or husband and children and family, right? That it brings you a lot of joy and happiness. Okay, but you have the money to do that in the first place. Now the question here is that money was the reason where you can afford to do that, but the actual core thing here, the thing that you really look forward is, it's not the money itself, right? It's not money that money is a mediatory, right? It gives you something, but that something in this example is the happiness that you the time that you spend, the joy that you receive, when having a good time with your family. That joy and happiness is the actual thing. So money was a conduit, but it is not the actual thing. The actual thing is happiness. Let me see if I can give you another example. All right, health, right? So you have a lot of money and you fall sick. You get the best of the best doctors. You get the good medical institution and all that. Okay, that's great, right? Where the problem is health. It is not money, right? So money actually never solves a problem with health. Health, and then you have to change your health, right? You need to eat the right food, get a diet plan, exercise, and things like that, right? But money was in somewhat assistance, but money did not actually solve any problems, right? It gave a nudge, an assistance. That's true, but the problem is something that we need to deal with, right? So it doesn't solve anything, right? So Saturn in the ninth gives a person that clear understanding that money is an important role in life, but it's not everything. That certain work needs to be done in order for me to solve actual problems like happiness with family and health and spiritual success and all that. Money doesn't buy those things, right? Now, some people forget that part. Okay, they forget the actual part. They fix their mind only in making money, forgetting that the money is used to to get happiness and to improve health and vitality. They forget all that, but instead they just focus in just getting money. So Saturn in ninth have a clear understanding. It has the vigilance and the wisdom to know what is what. Okay, okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is it also learns the fact that you cannot please anyone, because we are all having a different perspectives. our perspective, again, based on our experience that we have since we were young, the books that we read, the things that we see, the philosophy that we gain, the ideology that we receive, all this has molded us, right? And of course, our decisions are different, right? Our reasoning, our cognition is all different, right? And how can you please someone? It's almost impossible, right? So Saturn in the ninth gives a person that understanding that they cannot please anyone. You can be a support, an emotional pillar, that's all fine, but you cannot please everyone. That is another lesson that it learns. Third is it accepts the fact that if you don't get something, it is fine. God, the Supreme Being, has an ultimate reason why you did not get something. So you really study hard in your exam, but you failed. It's okay, right? Something is not right. You try again. You fell in love with this person, but he left to another country, or she married someone else, whatever, right? And that is also, it's okay, right? It is okay to happen, because we are mere puppets in the play of God. We are mere puppets, and Saturn the ninth accepts that fact. If I don't get something, well, it's for my betterment. It is something good is bound to happen along the way. The acceptance, again, Saturn, right? Now, the fourth is the fact that they accept that they don't know everything. Some people have this thing that they know everything. They have this ego and pride to say that they know a lot of things. But Saturn, no matter how intelligent they are, normally they are, no matter how intelligent they are, they still say that, no, I think I'm still a student. I'm still learning, right? And that makes them even more smarter, right? They keep learning again and again. Einstein said it beautifully. He said, someone asked Einstein, how come you are the smartest man in the world? And he said, I'm not smart. I'm just a little bit more curious than you are. So that thing happens here when Saturn is the ninth. The humility is very strong. They humble themselves in front of knowledge, right? And the last, certainly not the least, is the factor of time. They have a strong conviction, right? A strong belief that time heals everything, right? Same thing, Brahman Satyam Jagan Mityam. I keep saying that phrase, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahman, all there is Brahman. The acceptance that there is an infinite being that controls or governs anything in this universe, right? And impermanence is something which is a constant thing. The acceptance that whatever happens is through the fact that there is a greater cause, a greater reason. So when embracing impermanence, this knowledge comes, this lesson comes to them. The fact that whatever problem that I have, only time will heal. Time heals everything. So those are the top 5 amazing things that you have when Saturn is well positioned in the ninth. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please share with your family and friends. And I'll see you on the 10th. Bye, guys.